How much heavier do your boots get when they get wet? Good question. Let's find out. Alright, so I've got a selection of hunting boots and shoes and a dog. There was a video done on these a couple of weeks ago, so if you haven't seen that one, it'll talk about the pros and cons of each one of those boots. We have a very dirty bathtub, so I figured I'd do this before I give the bathtub a clean, and we have a kitchen scale. So what we're going to do is we'll measure every right shoe as the dry one, and then we'll wet every left shoe. So what we'll do is we'll dunk them, empty them out as if you've walked through a creek, so fully submerged, but not going to fill them to the brim because obviously your foot would take up that amount of space within the boot. So we'll fill them up, we'll empty them out, we'll weigh them. Let's get straight into it. Alright, so first up we'll do the Salomon shoes because they are the lightest. So 215. Last video when I weighed those without all the mud on them, they were 200 on the dot. So there you go, mud will actually add a bit of weight. But anyway, 214 now. Cool, so we'll just say that. Here's our other shoe. Gone in the creek. Fully submerged. Empty that out. Take the drop off. Alright, so now we're up to 275. 273? 275? 273. Around that. Alright, next we'll do, I reckon these will be the least out of all of them with water retention, so we'll go the Bates. Alright, so that's 1,072 grams. Take our left one. I'm going to have to pull my bloody sleeve up. One very full boot. Get the extra out. And now we're at 1210, 1209, 1207, 1207. Nice. Alright, the Merrells, I reckon these are going to hold the most water. Alright, so 700. This water is really fucking cold. I probably should have put some hot water in. Holy. A lot of air up in the all the padding in this. 1248, holy shit. That is a lot of extra weight. Alright, last ones. Now in the last video, I kept on calling these AKGs. I was promptly corrected by my friend. They are AKUs, as it says right there on the fucking side of them. So there you go, AKUs, not AKGs. Alright, the dry one, 725. Get all that air out of the padding. And now we're up to 913. So as you can see, depending on what they're made of and how much padding they have, the more water they're going to retain. So the Merrells have the most padding out of all of them. They retain the most weight. So when you're picking your boots and you are going to be in wet areas, take that into consideration. If you are going to be walking through creeks and you've got really, really padded boots, you're going to be holding a lot of weight, adding extra weight that you don't really need, and thereby stomping around with really fucking heavy boots. And as we all know from the last video, a pound on the foot is 5 on the back. I hope you got something out of that. I'll see you next video, and hooroo.